Good morning, Year 4. Our maths lessons today, we are composing and decomposing numbers using partitioning. So our word wall, we've included the words partition, compose and decompose. So our anchor task, true or false, these are three of the ways that 5,245 can be represented. So have a look at each one, have a look at the counters, the part-whole model and the partitioning. Do they all represent 5,245? Off you go. Okay then, so our counters show 5,245, so that's correct. Our part-whole model is 3,000 add 2,000, that's 5,245, so that's correct. And then let's have a look at our partitioned. We've got 5,245, so yes, it is true. All three ways show 5,245. Okay then, write a statement to show the values and then calculate the total amount. Okay, so let's show this using partitioning. So we've got 5,300, 6 tens and 2 ones. So what would our whole number be? 5,362. Okay then, have a look at these place value counters. So if we've got 10 tens make 100, then what does this show here? Hopefully you said it shows 200. Moving on then, if we've got 10 100s, which shows 1,000, then how many hundreds here represent what under my rectangle? Okay, so we've got 40 100s, which shows 4,000. They are equivalent. Okay, fill in the gaps to complete the calculation. So we've got an end number here, so we want to decompose it into 4 sections. We've got our ones, we've got our hundreds, but our tens and our thousands are hidden. Okay, so have a little look. What might these numbers be? So hopefully you said it was 90 and 4,000. Now this time our number isn't partitioned in a standard way. This is non-standard partitioning because we've got 6,000 here in our end number, but we've only got 1,000 in our first column. So we need to use non-standard partitioning this time. Okay, so you may have found that we have 5,942. Okay, then your silver questions. True or false? The base 10 shows the number 8,201. So let's check. Okay, these numbers, some of them are going to go beyond 10, so we need to do some exchanging. So let's start with our ones. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 4, 8, 12, 16, 21 ones. Okay, so we can't have 21 ones. We can have 1, and we can carry over 2 into our tens column. So we've exchanged 21s for 2 tens. Okay, so now let's look at our tens. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 ones. 10 tens, sorry. We can't have 10 tens, so we'll have to exchange all of our tens for 100. Let's check our hundreds now. Oh, hang on, because I've not popped in my number how many tens I've got. I've got no tens because I've exchanged them all. So now how many hundreds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Can't have 12. So I need to exchange 10 of them. 3, 6, 9, 10. So I'll have another 1,000 and I have got 2 hundreds left. Okay, how many thousands then? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 thousands. Well done if you managed to get that correct with me. Okay then, our second question. Jackson and Daria are describing different 4-digit numbers. Jackson says he has 45 hundreds, 4 tens and 9 ones. So he's got 4 tens and 9 ones. Daria has got 4 thousands, 54 tens and 9 ones. Who is describing 4,549? Well, they both are. Okay, they are both describing 4,549. So your silver questions are here to move on with independently. Gold then. My number is double 3,028 tens. So you are going to compose this number, okay, to find the end product. So my number is double, so we need to double the number, 3,028 tens. So my number is 3,028. I want to double it, so I want to times it by 2. Okay, so I'm going to use column method because I can't do this in my head. So 8 times 2 is 16, so 6 down, carry the 1. 2 times 2 is 4, add the 1 is 5. 0 times 2 is 0, and 3 times 2 is 6. You, of course, would put a number in each square when you are working things out on your squared paper. Okay then, let's try another one. My number is half of 16 hundreds, 50 tens and 78 ones. So we're halving this time. So let's work out the number first. So he's got 16 hundreds, 50 tens and 78 ones. Oh, right, okay. So we need to do some working out first. So we know we've got 8 ones. We've got 5 and 7 in our tens column. Okay, so 5 add 7 is 12. So 2 down, carry our 1. So we'd have 700s and 1,000. But then we need to halve it. Okay, so we are dividing it by 2. So using my bus stop. Okay. 1 divided by 2 we cannot do. So now we're doing 17 divided by 2. Using my 2 times table then. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Goes in 8 times, but I have 1 to carry over. Oh. 2's into 12 go 6. 2's into 8 go 4. So my answer is 864. Okay, then there are your gold questions then. Composing your number and then either halving or doubling, depending on what it says. Platinum then. Archie says there are only 2 ways to partition 8,392. Prove Archie wrong. I love to prove Archie wrong. So here are 2 ways. Let's think of another one. So this one starts with 8,000. This one starts with 4,000. I'm going to start with 3,000. So then I've got how many thousands left? 8 take away 3 is 5. So we've got 5,000. And I want to put 200 in there. And then I've got 100 left. And 9 tens and 2 ones. Okay, so I've found already another way to partition this number. Can you think of another way? Another question then. These children are making the number 3,321. So they've got 2 ways they've done it. Who has partitioned the number correctly and explain why? So let's check Georgina's first. She's got 3,322 ones. Ramesh has got 2,000s, 1,200, so I've got 3,000 altogether. 200, so I've got 300s altogether. 11 tens, so I've got, oh, and 11 ones, so I've got 2 tens, and I've got 1 and 1. Let's have a look at the number then, 3,321. Well, Georgina isn't right, but Ramesh is. So, Ramesh is correct, but Georgina has made the number 3,322. Okay, so here are your platinum questions, independently getting on with those. And when you've finished, you can move on to look at your diamond challenge today.